Hi, my name is Ife Akpofre and you're welcome to my project build demonstration of the Augmented Reality Assembly Trainer with computer vision. I have with me here a 4-piece Lego set which I'll be using to demonstrate the assembly of my project. I also have a virtual reality headset upon which I'm going to mount this Android device. Now how this works is I have developed an Android application using Unity 3D with the Vivera SDK plugin. The Vivera SDK helps me to scan real-life images and develop 3D object targets out of them. This is going to be used to verify when I've properly assembled a particular part. So I've also integrated the speech recognition features so that I can have both hands on the assembly and I will not have to be pushing on-screen buttons or controllers to move on within the application. This is similar to the Boeing Skylight implementation, which utilizes augmented reality to guide factory floor workers on how to assemble electrical wires for their jetliners. I've gone a step further, however, to incorporate some sort of safety, so you can't move on to the next assembly without actually doing the first assembly properly. So it scans the assembly you've made and sees if it is correct, and when it is correct the screen lights up green and then you can move on to the next portion of the assembly. So I would begin the recording of the screen here. I've already started up the application. I'll begin the recording of the screen here so you can see exactly what I'm seeing in the virtual reality headset. Go. So I have some on-screen instructions telling me what to do for anyone who is using this application for the first time. So he knows, he or she knows what to say to trigger the speech recognition feature. So I have programmed some certain keywords that the speech recognition feature is looking for. The speech recognition feature I have put into the application is from Azure Speech Resource, which is a cloud service, and of course that keeps the phone connected to the internet at all times. Needing internet connection is not a disadvantage because companies in a real world situation, companies might need to be able to download specific product information into everyone's devices and schematics that could be used for the assembly of products, whatever it is that they are building. And from a management point of view, they can also monitor when assemblies are being made, by whom, and if errors were made. So I will just mount this here, and I'm going to explode the view of the camera here from the Android device so you can see the user interface and all the on-screen instructions. Okay, so now it's telling him to say begin assembly. The speech recognition is very intuitive. It recognizes the tone of my voice very easily. So that is the assembly. That's the assembly instruction for the first part. Okay, so I just need to place the long beam here, and it is very intelligent. It knows exactly when the assembly has been made properly. All right, so the screen lights up green the second it has realized I've made the assembly properly, and now I can move on to the next step, saying next part. Okay, so that is, and it knows when I've made an assembly wrongly. It's not going to move on until I have made the assembly properly. Like if I had this like this, it's not going to accept it. Right, so now I can say next part. It takes some seconds, about 10 seconds to move between scenes. So that is the final part. And I don't always have to have it in one orientation. It hasn't. Can also still detect it in other orientations because it scanned the entire 3D image. So anywhere I rotate it, it's still supposed to recognize it properly. So now I'm done. I can say start over. Okay. And it's the speech recognition feature is very accurate. It also will detect my voice if I was using, say, a mask, as it is with the Times right now. And if I was demonstrating this in person, I would definitely have this on. Just demonstrate that for you. Begin assembly. Okay, so just do that again. Yeah, so we're basically back here, and yeah, it has detected that. Next part. So it just takes 5-10 seconds to move through. So that is it, and this implementation can be blown up into much more complex designs of motor vehicle assembly, electrical wires, even for airliners. Working for me here, I have technologies I've incorporated, like I mentioned earlier, the speech recognition feature using Azure Cloud. I also have a Google Cardboard SDK that I downloaded, and the Android SDK, which I used to deploy to the Android device. I could also have done this on an iPhone as well. I also have Solidworks, which I use to develop the 3D digital twin of the real-time images, as well as Blender, which I use to import it into Unity. I would just give a run through of the different applications and features that I've put into this on screen for you. Thank you.